Good morning, another day. I had some liver pain last night from the photodynamic therapy. Here you can see my marijuana oil. There's my little thermometer. There's a part of my infrared photodynamic therapy unit. Here's my little pills for being acidic. Here's the leftover strips from measuring my blood glucose. And what is it today? This is how difficult it is to keep track of your cancer stuff. Let's have a quick look. You'll see here's my chemo port, here's my cross. I've thanked God again for another day and my miracle. But it's getting a little bit exciting now because this therapy has really got potential to get me into remission. I was walking last night and I really felt like I was in remission, and it was a beautiful walk. So I'm shoving in my glucose. One of the issues with the laser watch is that it's attempting to regulate blood glucose. I picked it up immediately at the conference on the weekend because I know how effective the blood treatment using laser therapy is. And that's not a bad glucose given I've had ice cream and strawberries and cream. 5.7 is my morning glucose. Here is the ketone bodies. I've been on the ketogenic diet for over 4 years. One thing that's good, if you're thinking of these therapies, you want to be skinny so that there's no fat getting in the way of the laser. You know, just a little thing. You don't want fatty liver disease, and yes, I eat my own blood because I'm a vampire. Some people follow what happens in my blood, and I call them vampires. 0.5, it's up by 0.1. I'm in mild ketosis. I know that, and I'll get into it today. So now I will clean this up because this very cheap German hotel room has a very kind lady who runs it, who's been very, very kind. Last night she put a litre of strong coffee in this for me. I still have some left over today. I discussed with Dr. Nesselhart the benefits of drinking my urine and the analysis of that urine at this point. I'm going to show you how well I've improved physically. I couldn't walk a few months ago, and now I'm able to do a sun salutation and a push-up. So every day it's good to do some yoga. Now this part here is lifting a leg through is quite a miracle. I lost a lot of muscle when I had a thing called rhabdomyolysis. You can't beat doing yoga if you want to survive cancer. This is the hard leg. Very poorly done sun salutations, but that'll do. I could do some more, but less is more, just a little bit. What's more interesting is what's on the floor. There you see the enema kit, the ghee and the coconut oil. In here is my Gcmaf yogurt. Here is my James Bond laser watch. Here is my night mask, and there's the glass that used to have my pee in it. Don't ask. So now it's a Gcmaf enema time. You'll see the cream on the bottom. There is a chance I'll get some immune stimulation via the rectal pathway. There are other techniques for getting a good Gcmaf hit. But for now, I'll show how easy it is to do a coffee enema. I'm sick of people thinking this is dangerous medicine. It's the biggest lie. And it could be the most effective. Now, everything I'm recommending is not proven scientifically. It is just the desperate undertakings of one man. But there are many people doing coffee enemas, and they don't, maybe some of the, there's a little bit of coconut oil. Now, to stay in ketosis, here's the secret, right? First things first, I eat one fingerful. No, swallow. The next one is just a little bit. I'll leave it in my mouth to do oil pulling. So I'm not going to do that today because I'm doing an enema video. I'm not sure what you can see, but I've left my knickers on so that it's some degree of civility. And this will go on my YouTube channel. A little bit more coconut oil. But before I do that, and you know where it's got to go, I'll show you my famous technique. You get some ghee, pull your mouth and swallow around. Get your enema kit, it's been cleaned. That's how I preload the enema with ghee, which is for butyric acid for healing all of your intestinal cells. It's also got Gcmaf. Today's innovation in terms of enema techniques, and this is crazy, is there's a cup of urine in the enema with the coffee, with the Gcmaf yogurt. The purpose of the enema, of the urine, inside the urine are immunostimulatory proteins that are released when by the NK cells and the T cells when they're stimulated, and maybe the macrophages. So I'm going to attempt to send a bottle of my urine. This is basically 12 hours. It's about 7 a.m. and I finished my photodynamic therapy for the second session yesterday at 7 p.m. and the day before that it was at 7 p.m. So I've really done I'm halfway through the effect. The more interesting blood marker is going to be next Monday, and I'll have an answer if it's worth shipping to see if I can really get signs of tumor destruction in the urine. And if I do, I'll be very happy. I've been doing this 6 years and I'm not over it. I'm just getting started. But, you know, God, some success would be good. So I've put the ghee in here, it's got the coffee. Here's a little bit of coconut oil gently on your crack. There you go. You can leave your knickers on and you can do this. You don't need them on normally. So the tube's in, it's turned on, and here goes nothing. Now you can see the chunky bits of the yogurt. They might cause a problem and this could be a bit of a disaster. The higher you get, the more gravity pressure, and it might hopefully get rid of some of the chunks. I can feel a little bit of tension, so I suspect it's flowing, but I am not sure. When you get these problems, you just have to deal with them. one of the easiest enema salvaging techniques that you can use is to turn it off, take it out. Okay, so there, it hasn't really worked. There's too many chunky bits, and I'm in a hotel room. There's no way I can do anything. So here's my ice cream container. I'm just going to pour it in and make a reasonable mess just by a bit of overspill. I recommend cleaning up as you go because it's depressing otherwise. Now, I'm just going to hope that mixing it a few times is going to really get this going. Here we go again. Now you can do a test run pretending it's in your butt. Just holding this up. And it worked. The hardest thing about doing cancer treatments in Germany is all of the beautiful homemade ice cream they've got. You know, it's running like perfectly now. Here we call what I call is a crappuccino. It is coffee, Gcmaf yogurt. I can see little parts of the yogurt running down. Look, fundamentally, in staying alive, all you need is any kind of immunological stimulatory effect. Now, the basis of this is colostrum that's been fermented with some bacteria in the yogurt making process, and that has a mild immune activator. Okay, that's all it is to it. So you hold it up nice and high, and I can see little pieces of the yogurt running down the tube. Now I'm only going to hold this for like 15 minutes because I've got to have breakfast and get out of here and start treatments. Tonight is exciting. When I get home, I hope, or tomorrow morning, I am going to do 1,000 nanograms of Gcmaf made from a German university, from no dodgy people on the internet, just straight out of a German university. This stuff is a potent immune activator. Now, the reason that most people don't have success with it is the fundamental issue of immune suppression. To deal with that, we are killing the tumour cells slowly using alternative non-toxic strategies. Here's one little technique. You could put more yogurt or any other special ingredients in here. Now I just blow this out. The tube's empty. Effectively, it's like reverse farting, where you're blowing just a little bit of air back into your back passage or your butt, so that I don't waste any of the ingredients. Now, that's it. So I'm going to relax for the next 13 minutes and pray and meditate. At the same time, I will have a clean finger full of coconut oil, and I'll use that for oil pulling. This is about as alternative as it gets, using the world's best cancer medicine. And I'm sharing this because I think it's the right thing to do. It's not as simple as turning up at a doctor's clinic and saying, do this and do that. You need yoga, you need prayer, you need walking, and the medicine. And that might get you the dream that you desire. and it might get me my dream. See you later. Have a great day.